I'm getting this question a lot from a lot of my viewers, from my healthcare support workers, saying that I'm a healthcare support worker here in the UK, but I'm a nurse back home. So here, staying here, working as a healthcare support worker, can you become a nurse? Do you need IELTS or OET while you are living here, working here as a healthcare support worker? Do you need to follow the process for NMC registration? How do you get registered with NMC while working here as a healthcare support worker? So in today's video, this is all we are going to discuss. This is all I'm going to tell you about. If you haven't met me before, I am Saima. I'm a nurse from Southeast England. I've been here in the country for 3 years, and I provide information about process of becoming a nurse, immigration updates, jobs for healthcare support workers or for nurses, accommodation, how to find a cheap accommodation, how to get free stuff here in the UK, and how to get registered with the NMC, how do you get your visa approved, all and each and everything we can talk about here on this channel. If you have any queries, guys, let me know in the comment section. I'll be answering them very happily. Right, let's dive into the video without any further delay. Someone asked me mentioning that I'm a healthcare support worker and I want to become a nurse because I am a nurse back home. So a lot of people from overseas, from India, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, Nepal, what they do is, if they cannot pass their English test, or if they don't want to go through the process of NMC registration, if they don't want to do CBT back home, if they don't want to follow the NMC registration protocol, they just come here on healthcare support worker visa, on a band 2 job, on a healthcare support worker visa, carer job, healthcare support worker, or what do we call a senior carers, or HCA. So these are the names of the same post for healthcare support worker band 2 job. So a lot of our nurses, if they don't want to do NMC registration, if they don't want to get their PIN, they don't want to pass the English test, they want to come here directly, they can do that on healthcare support worker. And I've seen a lot of people, they come here, work as a healthcare support worker, and they prepare for their English test while working here. Okay, and 2 of my friends, one of them is from Egypt and one of them is from Lebanon. Yeah, so they are doing both males. They are working as a healthcare support worker and they are preparing for OET. Right, so before it was a rule that they need to do English test. Okay, now they have given, NMC has given some concession. If you are in the country for 1 or 2 years, 1 year, you can prove, your employer can give a reference, your employer can write a letter that this nurse or this lady or this healthcare support worker been here working with us for the past 1 year, and his English language level is good, he can work as a nurse, we don't have any problem with his English. All right, the NMC, then they are going to send a form for the manager to sign. When the manager signs that form, you don't need any English test. All right, you don't need OET or IELTS. If you are here in the country for 1 year and you're working as a healthcare support worker, you can ask the reference from your manager and you can submit that reference to your NMC registration for your NMC registration process. All right, so from February 10th 2023 it was implemented that from that time, nurses or healthcare support workers who are here already working in the UK, they've been working here for the past 1 year, they don't need to do IELTS and OET. Okay, their employer can submit the reference. That's a new NMC requirement. They can submit the letter. They will give a letter, a form for your employer to fill that up, and when your manager or 2 managers, 1 matron, 1 manager has to sign that. When they submit that form to NMC, your English language requirement will be ticked, all right, in your NMC application process. Right, this is the English requirement, but the rest of the things, you still need to do CBT, you still need to sit for OSCE exam. CBT exam, if you are from overseas, you need to do it in your country, but since you are working here as a healthcare support worker, so you'll be doing that here, CBT and OSCE. okay. And same, you will go through the NMC process, NMC registration. They will verify your documents from your regulators, all right. They'll ask for the healthcare certificate, healthcare certificate. When you are a healthcare worker, you get the care certificate. So maybe your manager can give the reference for that too, all right. Because if you are working as a healthcare support worker without care certificate, you cannot work. So you should have the care certificate, all right. And now you're working in the country for 1 year. That would be enough for your English requirement, provided that your manager says, okay, this person's English is all right to become a nurse. She can understand well, she can speak well, her communication level is good with the other patients, with the staff, with the management, and all of those things. So she can mention that. They will send a specific form for the manager and the matron to fill up, all right. Your manager can also do a small interview for you, just to see whether you can speak or not. If you are working with your supervisor, your manager, obviously they would know you. They would know how you speak and how you communicate with your colleagues, how you communicate with the patients, all right. So they can fill that form. They can your manager can also ask your seniors, your supervisors, how is how is her communication skills, is she all right. Okay, so it's a good news from the NMC. Also guys, if you haven't if you have done your IELTS or OET before and you didn't get the required score, you can watch my videos for the clubbing calculator. NMC has now introduced a clubbing calculator where you can calculate your previous results of your IELTS or your OET and your current one, and you can see if you are eligible for, if your IELTS or OET scores are eligible for clubbing, or if you don't, if you need to do if you need to resit for the test or not. Okay, clubbing calculator is really amazing, and they have also extended the time limit. Like before it was only 6 months, so for clubbing for 2 tests, you it was you they wanted you to do it within 6 months. Like you could club only 2 results within 6 months. So you need to sit for example, you sat for exam in January, and then the second one you sat in April or May or June, then you could club. Now they have given you 1 year limit. So if, for example, if you're going to sit in January 2024 and you didn't get the required results, you could sit again maybe in August or in December or November, all right. Make sure you check the dates, all right. So within 1 year you can sit for another exam and you can club those results. It's really good from the NMC. All right, so this is the this is all about the healthcare support workers and their English requirement, guys. I hope I did make sense. I tried to explain it, and as you all know, I'm not a teacher, I just try. All right, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon in the next video. If you have any questions, any queries, please do let me know in the comment section, and I try my best to answer them as soon as I can. And I'm also thinking about going back to our past routine. In every Saturday I used to make a video to answer your questions, because I don't get time to answer all the comments. So we will go back to that routine very soon. Hopefully this Saturday I'm going to answer all of your comments. If you get a comment, if you get an answer from me, thank you so much. And if I don't get back to you, I'm so sorry, but I'll try my best to post your answers, to make a video on Saturday, every Saturday, to answer your questions. All right, guys, thank you so much for your help, for your consideration, for your efforts, for your support. We are already 5,000 YouTube family, 5,000 members, 5,000 subscribers, but still on my revenue page it says 88% people, they don't subscribe. All right, so only how many? Only 12 or 13% they subscribe, and we are 5,000 subs already. I'm so happy for that. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Take care. Bye bye.